Hello everyone, my name is Kathy, and tonight, this evening, or whenever you're practicing, I'm going to introduce and take you through a slow flow and yin combination class. So some movement in the beginning, a little bit of heat building, and then we'll come down to the floor and do some yin postures to help us counterbalance those flows. So it'll be about 45 minutes total. So hopefully that's something that you're willing and able to participate in today. So put your music on, whatever kind of music you like, and we'll begin. So we'll begin today in child's pose. So come to hands and knees, walk your knees apart to the width of the mat, let your big toes touch behind you, and then start to sink your hips back towards your heels. Allow the crown of the head to rest on the earth, fingertips stretch forward. Maybe you slide your hips back to your heels. If you're like me and your knees are compromised, and you're just hovering over the hips. And start to come to your breath. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Try to send the breath right to your sits bones or all the way down to your toes. As you settle in on your third eye, maybe you start a mantra, some repeating phrase or word as you breathe in and out. It'll help you keep your focus on your practice this evening in this time and age of uncertainty and unrest and lots of unhealthy things happening to our citizens in this country and around the world. Maybe you breathe in hope and you breathe out health. Remembering you can't control what's happening in the world around you, but you can control how your body and mind and spirit react to it. Coming to a yoga practice can perhaps allow you to just settle in and allow you to reform your mind, body, and spirit to the present moment. Take about 10 more breaths here. Try to sink the shoulders and the space underneath the arms a little closer to the earth. You're welcome to tent the fingers up. Let's pull back isometrically, feeling the stretch in the shoulders. Trying for really long inhales, maybe held at the top, and long, slow, controlled exhales. At the end of that breath, come on up to hands and knees, positioning your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Sway your hips from side to side. Drop your head, shake it yes and no. Really exaggerate the hips from side to side. And then we'll begin to move a little through cat-cow. So spread your fingers wide, index fingers pointing straight ahead, the rest of the fingers spreading out in a wide fan. Press a little bit forward so you can feel the pads of all 10 fingers and the palms of your hands into the earth. Tap the feet out a few times. Press the shins and the tops of the feet down, and as you inhale, let your belly drop. Lift your heart. Pull back on your fingertips. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine. Drop the chin. Arch the back. Inhale, cat-cow pose. Belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, tucking the belly into the spine. Really pull it in. Arch the back. Stretch the hands and legs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You're welcome to turn your fingers around to face the body, or even turning them out to the sides to give the wrists and the forearms a stretch. Move through a few more. And then turn the fingertips forward. Rock the hips from side to side. And then as you inhale, tuck the knee into the nose. Exhale, lift it up towards the sky. Inhale, tuck. Squeeze and hold. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, extend. Two more. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, extend. Really push that heel up. Lift the heart. Last time, inhale, tuck and curl. Exhale, up and out. And lower. Hips rock side to side. Coming to stillness in the center. Inhale, left knee tucks in. And exhale, left heel up. Inhale, tuck it in. Exhale, push it up. Try to keep equal weight in both hands. So you're not leaning over to the side, just moving the leg, keeping the hips square. Couple more. And lower down. Curl your toes, press into your hands and feet. Lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. So bend one knee at a time, push the opposite heel down while actively pushing the hands forward so that the back gets nice and flat behind you. Shoulder blades squeeze behind you, swaying your hips side to side, making this down dog feel really good. And then coming to stillness with the feet wherever they rest. If the heels are down, the toes are lifted, maybe the heels are hovering, anything's good. And then pull the hips up away from the heels. Pull the belly into the spine, and then push back with the hands, intensifying this downward facing dog. Then as you inhale, look forward towards your hands, bend your knees, and just take a little walk up to your hands. As you inhale, take a half lift up with a flat back, and exhale, fold into a forward fold. Tuck the chin, try to straighten the legs as much as you can. Lots of opportunities for the hands. Maybe they're behind the legs, grabbing opposite elbows. Maybe they're in front and you're hanging in ragdoll. Maybe they're just hovering above the earth somewhere. As long as your chin is tucked and the crown of the head is stretching towards the earth, then you're right where you need to be. And as you release, we're going to come up slowly, sweeping your arms wide, letting the fingertips reach towards the sky, and then join the fingertips together as you exhale to mountain pose. Hands are at your heart, shoulders are back and down. Lift up the toes, spread them out, and then lay them down on the earth. Feeling the earth, or probably your carpet or floor underneath your feet. And we'll do some forward folds, but we won't sweep the arms wide. We're just going to take them straight down. So as you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale right through heart center, folding at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back, and lower through chaturanga. So you're up on your toes, elbows are hovered in. You can do these on your knees or on your toes. And as you inhale, sweep the heart up, up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, down dog. Inhale, look forward towards the hands. Exhale, walk the feet up to the hands, or you can step or jump. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to center, fingertips stretch high. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, feet step back, lower to your knees or come over your shoulders as you lower down. Inhaling into up dog or cobra, You can come off the legs or stay down, and then exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking towards the hands. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, drop your hips, and then raise your arms up for chair pose. So the arms can be forward if that helps the hips go way back. So play with the placement of your arms. Some people want to get their arms way up, but then their hips come way forward. So you want the weight to be in your heels. The toes can lift up off the earth. And then once you're satisfied that your weight is in the heels, pull the belly in and tuck the lower back just slightly. Looking up, we'll take a little prayer twist to the right. So take the hands to your heart center and then just pivot. Left arm outside of the right leg. You can just keep it here, or you can open your arms. Left arm down, right arm up. Crown of the head stretching forward. If you practice side crow, feel free. As you inhale, we'll come back to chair pose. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Hips are back. Exhale, take that twist to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder, left shoulder. Hands together at your heart or open, using the right arm to push the left knee towards the center. So keep the hips to the center. And then inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, hands plant, feet come back. Lowering chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. And exhale, down dog. We'll take one more of those sun bees. Inhaling towards, looking towards the hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, jump, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, let your hips drop, and then bring your arms either forward or up. Remembering the weight is pulled back towards the back of your mat, tucking the lower belly in, dropping the shoulders and gazing up, squeezing the inner thighs and the soles of the feet, well, the inner edges of the feet together. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist to the right. Inhale, chair. And exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. And exhale, plant the hands. Take the feet to the back of the mat, lowering to your knees or staying on your toes as you come down. Shoulders forward of elbows. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling, down dog. From here, we'll begin our first flow. So we'll take a 2-minute plank in the middle of the two flows, something to look forward to. So this first flow will start in Warrior One. So as you inhale, pick your right leg up high, bend that knee over to the left, stack your hips, roll the ankle, keep your left toes pointing forward. Then inhale, point that leg behind you. As you exhale, step it forward, pivot and plant the left foot and rise up, Warrior One. Left hip comes forward, pushing into the outside edge of the left foot, bending into the right knee, shoulders relaxed, belly and heart are lifted. Exhale, open to Warrior Two. So pivot on your back foot, bend into your front knee and lower your arms, stretching the fingertips in opposite directions. And then moving to extended side angle. The right forearm is going to come to the right thigh, or you can place it on the earth outside of the right hand. Take the left arm up and over as you gaze under the left arm. And then we'll open to Sky Archer. So straighten both legs, windmill, left arm all the way back down, and send your right arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Big transition to Warrior Three. So you're going to pivot on both feet, take your hands forward, and you're going to come off of your back foot. I'm going to move back a little. And balance on your right foot. Moving to majorette, arms are going to come up. Left leg is going to come forward and up. Exhale, standing splits, hands down, left foot up, head down. And then chaturanga, left foot steps back, right foot steps back, and lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Next inhale, left leg lifts up. Pivot your left foot over to the right. Stack your hips. Make sure your right toes are forward. Then inhale, bring that left leg behind you. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Pivot and plant the right foot. So the right toes are about 45 degrees. Press into the back foot and come on up to warrior one. Right hip forward, press into your back foot. Gaze up. Feel your rib cage spread. Feel the space in between each rib. And as you exhale, we'll open to warrior two. Pivot on your right foot. Stay bent into your left knee, making sure the left knee is open and tracking over the left ankle. Belly is tucked in, gaze over the left fingertips. Moving to extended side angle, stay bent into the left knee. Can rest the left forearm gently and take the right arm up and over, or maybe the left hand plants outside of the left foot, or maybe inside of the left foot, so you can use it to open the left knee. Gaze under the right arm. And then we'll transition to sky archer. So press into your hand, straighten your left knee, come on up and just windmill, right arm all the way back, left arm floats up and over. Big stretch on the left side body. Moving to warrior three, hands come forward, or you can keep them at the heart center to start. Push off of your back foot. Stay a breath or two here to catch your balance. And then we'll move to majorette. Right leg is going to come forward. Arms up. Lift your right heel. Big inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Big inhale to lift the right leg. And then exhale, step the right foot back and the left foot back. And chaturanga. Next, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Pivot and plant the left foot. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Open your right knee, belly tucks in, shoulders relax, fingertips stretched out. Extended side angle. Sky archer. Warrior three. Majorette. Standing splits. And step back for your vinyasa. So we're holding a couple of breaths in each pose, except for maybe standing splits, which is the transition pose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Come on up to warrior one, bending deeply into the left knee, pulling that right hip forward, feeling the strength in this back straight leg. Exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle. And sky archer. Pull those fingertips away from the head. Warrior three. As you inhale, with control, sweep the right leg forward, bring the arms up, lift the right heel, and exhale, standing splits. Drop the head, lift the right leg, and then step the right foot back, and the left foot joins it as you move through your vinyasa. And we'll go through that flow one more time on each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Pivot and plant your left toes, warrior one. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Sky archer. Warrior three. Majorette. Lift that left heel a little higher. Ooh, and then send that leg behind you. Standing splits, drop your head, and then step it on back. Next, inhale, left leg high. Exhale it between the hands, pivoting the right foot, warrior one. Warrior two. Stretch those fingertips in opposite directions. Sky archer. I'm sorry, that was extended side angle. Now sky archer. Warrior three. And sending that right leg all the way through for majorette. Lift it high. And exhale, hands down, head drops, and step back. Step the other foot back and lower down. Taking a couple of breaths here. I can't honestly remember if we did the other side, so we'll do the left side again if we already did it. Sorry. Inhale your left leg high. Step it forward. Warrior one. Yeah, we did this side. Sorry, we can just step right back. If you're already back in it, just join me in down dog. Sorry about that. I guess I'm getting used to doing these videos just like I'm in class. I'm losing track. So if you're ready, we're going to go into that 2-minute plank. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Join us for all or some of the plank. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting
As
now.
you inhale, bring your shoulders forward. Wiggle the toes back. Pull the belly up into the spine. Pull the kneecaps up. Turn the inner elbows towards each other and gaze down between the fingertips. Breathing deeply, pushing the earth away with all 10 fingers. Trying to release the jaw, control the breath. Yesterday when I did the 2-minute plank, I counted it was about 20 really long breaths. So I don't know if your breaths are as long as mine, but if you're a mathematician and you want to count, go right ahead. I don't know if I told you this joke, it's one of my kids' jokes, but why don't you listen to anything an atom says? Because they make up everything. Pretty good, huh? That was my 7-year-old teaching me that. keep your gaze soft. Unfurrow your brow if you're getting it all curled up. The second minute is the toughest because things start to shake, belly starts to drop, so pull the belly back up, pull the kneecaps back up. Push again into the earth, maybe lift the shoulders a little higher. I'm getting pretty good at this. I think about another 4 breaths. Ooh, Alexa, stop. Sorry, it was only 2, so good for us. Down dog, please, as you rock the dog, walk the dog, bending one knee at a time, pushing down on the heels, and then shorten the dog a little. Move the hands back a little closer to the feet. That'll release the shoulders a little. Shake your head yes and no, lifting one arm at a time, maybe shaking out your wrists. Whew. And then we'll move into our second flow. So we'll start this flow in down dog as well. So come back to down dog. Pick up your right leg behind you. And as you exhale, tuck the knee into the nose. Inhale it back behind you. And as you exhale, step in between the hands for crescent warrior. So you're going to stay on the ball of the back foot. Lifting the heart, opening the throat. And then we'll move to warrior 2. So pivot and plant the back foot, stay bent into the right knee. Stretch the arms out. Triangle pose, straighten the right knee. Stretch the right fingertips forward and then just tip the right hand down, left arm up. Stacking hips and shoulders. Fingers are soft. Pivoting for waterfall, both hands down. Left foot pivots forward and bumps up a little bit. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over the right shin. This should feel real good in the right hip. If you're not feeling enough, pull the right hip back a little bit. Ooh, you get a nice stretch in the right leg. Moving from here to airplane, fingertips walk forward. Lift your left foot and flex it. And then come off of your fingertips, extending your arms in either direction, keeping your heart lifted. Tree pose, hands come to the heart, left foot tucks inside of the right leg. Once you're steady in the right heel, lift the arms, lift your gaze. If it feels good to open to cactus arms, you can do that. You can take a bind if you bind here. And then left knee to center, hands to the heart, plant your hands, step your left foot to the back of the mat, and let your right foot join it and lower down. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it behind you. And as you exhale, step it forward, crescent warrior. A couple of breaths here. Keep that right thigh lifted. And exhale, warrior 2. Pivot on your right foot. You might have to wiggle your left toes a little forward. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, left fingertips forward, and then tip into triangle pose. Let your gaze lift up towards your right hand, but let the crown of the head stretch forward, getting length here. And waterfall, both hands down, right foot pivots and bumps up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over left shin. Keep the belly tucked in, draw the left hip back. Getting the full intensity of the stretch. Airplane, hands forward, right leg lifts. Just to hip height, point your right toes down and then lift off of your fingertips. Moving into tree pose with control. And hands come to the heart, right knee forward, step the right foot back, plant your hands, and lower down. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it behind you. And exhale, step it forward, crescent warrior. Stay lifted on your left toes and the left thigh. Exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, straighten right knee. Exhale, right fingertips forward and tip down. Triangle pose. From triangle pose, we'll move to waterfall. Airplane. Tree pose. Shoulders melt down. Tailbone tucks towards the earth. Gaze lifts. And hands come to the heart. Left foot steps back. Hands plant. Chaturanga. And inhale your left knee high. Exhale, tuck it to the nose. Inhale it back. And exhale, step it forward, crescent warrior. Warrior two. Triangle pose. Waterfall. Airplane. Tree. And chaturanga. And go ahead and grab a sip of water. We'll start to calm things down into our yin practice. So if you have a bolster or blocks or a blanket or whatever props you might use in yin, go ahead and grab those. And we were in down dog, so from down dog, just walk your feet together, turn to the sides of the feet, sit down on one hip or the other, and swing your legs around to the front of the mat. And we'll start with a nice forward fold. Should be nice and warmed up. If you want to put a jacket and socks on too, feel free to be comfortable for the second part of our practice, the yin part. So we'll start with a nice active forward fold rather than the caterpillar forward fold. Well, caterpillar is fine if that's where you're at. I think we're pretty warmed up, so if you want to flex your toes towards your body, engaging the legs, the top of the thighs, or you can relax the feet, totally up to you. But make sure you're inhaling to lift the belly, and then as you exhale, fold forward right at the hips and lay the belly down. You can use a bolster to lay on. You can use the blocks to put your head on, whatever feels good. And then just start to fold forward. Slide your arms alongside your legs. You can also do the peace finger grab of the big toes if you want a little more, and open the elbows. You can grab the sides of the feet or the heels. Again, releasing the jaw, the forehead, coming back to your mantra. at the end of your last or next breath, start to walk your hands up. Bend your knees and slide your feet around to the sides of the mat. So actually we'll stack knees and ankles and keep the shins parallel to this long side of your mat. Your feet are gonna face the back of the mat. If you have a bolster, keep it handy, or you don't have to use it. You're gonna come up to your fingertips and take a little twist to the right. So you're twisting the right side body down, and then walk your hands forward and just lay down. So left side body is gonna land first. Arms come up to a T, palms down. And if you're able to lay on your right cheek and look over your left shoulder, if this is too much on your neck, lay on your chin or lay on your left cheek. You can also lay on the bolster or the blanket. Try to release the right hip a little closer to the earth. I'm gonna restack my knees and ankles. Should feel a nice twist in the upper back and the neck area. These longer holds of the postures allow your body to work into the connective tissue. The key is to try to stay away from fidgeting, which is what I want to do right now, but trying to keep some stillness in the body. Five more breaths. And slowly bend your elbows, plant your hands under your shoulders, lift the upper body, the whole thing is one unit, and then slowly unwind, being really mindful of your neck. It's a little tight today. And then start to roll over to your back. We'll take a little break in between poses. If you have a bolster or a sofa cushion or a blanket, you can put it right up against your lower back. You're gonna bend your knees and open your knees to either side, let the soles of the feet come together. And just lay back. Now you can lay flat on your mat. If you don't have a prop, you can put a block or two underneath you. Really anything can be used as a prop. I just like to have my upper body lifted a little higher because it allows the rib cage to spread and open and the belly to flatten. So once you're settled, either on your back or on a prop, open your arms about 45 degrees and flip your palms up. Now if you want to open up your throat a little more and you have a cushion or something, you can lift up and set your sits bones on the cushion so that your head falls off the end of it and your throat opens. Maybe you're resting on the crown of the head. Be mindful of your lower back if you're in this pose. I have to do a little adjusting to get my lower back settled on the earth. For these next few breaths, try to open the knees a little wider, push into the feet, roll the shoulders open by releasing the thumbs towards the earth on the outside. And again, being mindful of the neck, draw the knees together, plant your feet, flip your palms over, press into your forearms, lift the whole upper body up, and then tucking the chin to the chest, come all the way up, removing the prop. And just swing your legs around towards the front of your mat, stacking knees and ankles and wiggling so your thighs are parallel to the long end of the mat. We're going to switch to the other side for that, the pose we did on the other side. So lift up to the fingertips, lift your heart, and then twist a little bit to the right. When you can't twist any further, then just start to lay down. Right hip makes it to the earth first, and then roll down towards your left hip. Gaze over your right shoulder if you're able to. Extend your fingertips long, palms down. Should be feeling this in the upper back. Three more breaths. Bend your elbows, hands under the shoulders, lift the upper body, tuck the chin to the chest, unwind. And then keep your knees bent, feet flat, and we're going to lay back for a couple of bridge poses. So hands are alongside of the body, palms down, press into the feet and the hands, lift the hips, chest comes towards the chin. You can interlace the hands underneath you and roll up to the upper arms if that feels good. Just keep trying to lift the hips nice and high, just a beautiful release. Exhale, lower down slowly, taking a breath to release. Then in your next inhale, come up one more time. Push actively into all 10 toes. Keeps the knees straight. Chest comes towards the chin. I wouldn't recommend trying to talk in this pose. It's really difficult. Throat is constricted. All right, release the hips down. As you inhale, cross your ankles and draw the knees into the body. Roll around on the lower back. Release the spine, the hip bones. Push the knees away and roll on your sits bones side to side. And we'll finish in happy baby. So open your feet, lift them up towards the sky, then bend your knees and reach for the outer edges of the feet or the big toes or the inner edges or your ankles or shins. Once you have a hold of something, flex the feet towards the sky, toes towards you, bend the knees and pull the legs down towards the outer edges of your body. So you should feel a release in your hips. Push the legs away so you can make sure you're still anchored on your lower back and you're not lifted way back like that. Stillness here or rocking is good. And then slowly release the feet as you extend them long on your mat. Take your arms alongside of you, flip your palms up. Nestle in for your final resting pose of Shavasana, releasing the yoga breath, releasing the jaw. Run the tongue along the inside of the teeth, and then let the tongue just rest at the bottom of your mouth. Shoulders melt, feet open. Everything in a restful, easy pose. This corpse pose, this Shavasana, this gift for the hour or so you've spent practicing today. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you like, and I'll close class as I normally do. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me bows humbly to the light, love, and energy in all of you. Namaste.